I know it's been a while. These past 2 weeks have been a lot of fun releasing stuff for me. So I felt really guided to really take some time for myself and to do some healing work. I feel like a lot of us have been going through a lot of old wounds from like childhoods, and just the first step is to acknowledge these things and taking that step to admitting your truths. Like, I am sad, I do have jealousies, and those emotions are absolutely okay because you're allowing yourself to feel the need that you need those things, and you need to bring those more of that in your life. So I'm back and I'm so excited. I'm going to do a lot of work really gearing this up for you guys and to be able to give you more. So today we're going to do like a reading for more like this next week to come. I'm going to be using my faves, Angels of Abundance, super blunt. I'm going to do the Psychic Tarot Oracle combination. This helps me get into where your head is at and where your heart is at. And then I felt guided to do Earth Magic. All right. I got my coffee. My cat's staring at me. He wants to interrupt this so bad. Hi, handsome. All right. We'll see what messages need to come in for this week. All right. Cooperation instead of competition. You're moving out of this mindset of like you need to compete with everyone. You're not being noticed. Maybe you felt like you just keep getting the cold shoulder, that you're just not getting the attention that you deserve and you know you deserve. And instead you're starting to, instead of trying to be a solo band, you're starting to play with everybody else and you're harmonizing. Not everything has to be a battle. Yes, you have a unique song, and yes, you need to express that into the world, but you're being asked to continue to be more cooperative, to be more forgiving, to know that you are enough and that things are coming to you as like a personal reward, but you do that with the cooperation of others. So good job, guys. I do see light blue, so there might be some sensitive communication coming in. Maybe you need to speak your truth to like a family member or relationships at work, and you know that it might be a little bit, walking on eggshells, and it's okay to crush those eggshells. You can sweep them up, but know that you are guided to communicate this, and you are going to be protected. You will have the right words. It will come to you because you're going to come in through a mind space where you're at peace with yourself. And when you're at peace with yourself and when you're calm, then you're going to be able to calmly express what's in here. So it's all going to be good. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of moving to new homes, moving jobs. Maybe you're going to be putting in your 2 weeks. Maybe you're going to be cutting down a few hours a week. Woo! This is something that you have been praying with all your might. And you not only have been praying, but you have been happy praying. Not oh my God, please get me out of this situation. You're oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to bring this in. She looks very happy, very peaceful. To me, she made those wings herself. She has her band of yellow. She has a lot of courage right now. Her confidence is up. Know that your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. You have the star shining down on you. Just continue to let go of that control. Sometimes we try to micromanage everything. And like I say before, when you try to control things, even when you get what you want, but it doesn't come the way you want it, it could spoil the excitement. Well, I got what I wanted, but it wasn't how I wanted it to be. And you're gypping yourself excitement. So just remember to let go of control. The ebb and flow is being told to me of the ocean. Just let things happen, release it, and accept it when it comes to you. What did I say? Employment change. Woo! Notice how her eyes are closed. To me, that means, that surrendering, letting go of control. Just be I know that I deserve this. I've been cooperating. I have been praying for this, or I have been affirming, I've been making physical, practical moves to get there. And yeah, within the next few moon cycles, next few weeks, a lot of you are going to be speaking your truth, either like to yourself, like, all right, I don't like where I am. I know where I'm supposed to be. And that's what I'm hearing. I feel like a lot of you know what you're supposed to do, or you at least know what the next step is. And I'm hearing a lot of research. I hear a lot of computer clicking. This is great. Dream big, but remember to stay practical. You know, it's great to be in dreamland, but at the end of the day, we have to do things one step at a time. And even a thought or a new idea is one step. And you have to acknowledge those steps, and you need to say congratulations to yourself. We always like praise ourselves when everything is done and over with. And then you're exhausted. So even though you're like having a family party, yay, I got my new job, you're tired. You need to start giving yourself those small, like light parties. Like, yay, I did it. I figured out I want to make my own website. I figured out I want to be self-employed. I figured out I want to work in medical, that I want to make, I was told like murals, like painting. You want to start an instrument. You know, those are the small things that you need to honor. So I'm so excited for you guys. No more complaining. See, this is why I like this deck. They don't mess around. You know this, and I feel like a lot of you have started to stop complaining. I don't like where I am. I'm miserable because of X, Y, and Z. You know, you already know your truth, and I'm going to tell you, your relationships absolutely know how miserable you are. You do not have to waste. Your energy is so precious to you. You are wasting your energy by continuously explaining yourself of why you're miserable. They know. Your inner circle's like, we get it. You're upset. I can't physically make you move. What are you gonna do? And that's what you're starting to do. You're stopping with this. Yeah, I see a lot of light blue, a lot of sensitive topics. You know, you have to be sensitive to yourself, and you know the truth. You know that where you are may not serve you anymore, and it's time to go. And you know, enough with the excuses, and enough with the you convinced yourself that it's time to go. And so you need to convince yourself that it's also time to end this chapter of sorrow. I see that you're going to be communicating with somebody soon. They're going to help you. They're going to have a very youthful energy. Doesn't mean that they're young, just means that they are happy of like where they are, and they're going to help you get to this type of a state. So I see that stupid ring. Oh, it's like a halo. Oh. But yeah, this is going to be like a gift that they're going to give to you. Like I'm seeing like a nest of eggs, a brand new start that's going to hatch because of this partnership. So I'm super excited. Yep, focus on your priorities, bottom of the deck. Again, I like to do bottom of the deck readings. That means, like, to me, like, the overall energy. So the overall energy is, like, you're done complaining. You're ready to do the work in a really excited way. And once you do this, you're going to be focusing on your priorities. This is very, like, earthbound. You're very excited. Sever those vows of poverty. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'll never be rich, but I'll be happy. Why would you say that? Just say, I'm going to be successful in anything I would ever need or I would want. I'm going to receive that as a gift to myself. You know, energy exchange. Another thing, guys, when you are asking for things, remember there is an energy exchange, that it is awesome to get things from people, but remember you have to give back. You can't just expect things to just be given to you. I know you might not mean to, so like we don't go to a restaurant and be like, hi, you know, I'm having a bad day. Can you like give me a free meal? It's like, that's so silly. But that's what you might, or others might be doing in your life. You know, hey, I'm having a really bad day. Can I have your energy so I can feel better? You know, it's a little harsh, but it is true. Remember that the person you're talking to also has, you know, they have only as much energy in their wallet as you do. So be mindful to check in with them or do a small favor, even making them laugh, you know, obviously, you know, take them out to eat or, you know, paying for their services or, you know, just giving a phone call saying, I appreciate what you did and I feel better. So that means a lot to people. Affirming that they did their job. When you're constantly going to someone for help and you're always in that like stage and you might be angry, the other person only knows you as in anguish. So you might feel better, but you might have forgotten to tell them that and to say thank you. So remember, we do that. So I'm super proud of everyone. A lot of sensitive talking, a lot of communing with your heart place, and controlling up here. This guy, this lass up here can be quite the doozy. Oh, I'm gonna have coffee. All right, I got a brand new thing. Isn't it pretty? It's blue. Okay, so I have the Psychic Earth Tarot Oracle. It's really cool. It's a tarot and oracle in one. Personally, I prefer oracle decks. Doesn't mean like I don't do tarot, but even if I do tarot, I read it oracally, which is, you know, just my thing. If you have questions, just please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I love to answer questions about this stuff. All right, let's see what additional messages have to come through. See where you are. Harmony. Again, remember we got that card of like, let me see if I can get without the glare. Instead of competing, trying to get that spotlight, you understand that there is enough room, abundance. There's enough money. There's enough fame for everybody to be happy. And you're commuting. I see a lot of green and I see a lot of like just calm and peace. A lot of that inner anger that you had, that was what I said previously about releasing old wounds that you thought you were over, but maybe you necessarily weren't. Maybe you were, but even if you had forgiven and you've moved on, there's always a layer. You know, one of my great mentors said life is like, you're like an onion and there's so many more layers. It's a never-ending process. But yeah, you're coming into harmony with yourself. And by focusing on your harmony with yourself, harmony with everyone else will become natural. And that's how you establish healthy relationships with healthy boundaries. When you respect and have love for yourself and you do things out of integrity, things that only make you feel good, everything else comes natural. It's the secret. All right. Shadow. I knew this was going to come up. Shadow. A lot of people are doing shadow work right now. That's just a fancy spiritual term for the icky parts of yourself we try to ignore. You know, maybe your shadow self is, you know, you might be jealous. Well, why are you jealous? You know, that's not a bad thing. Being jealous just means I want that in my life. And that's all it is. You don't have to ID with yourself. I identify with being jealous and miserable and untrusting. No, that's not you. You are not your emotions. You're jealous because, oh, I want that in my life. I want more of that in my life. And that is absolutely not only okay, but you deserve that. There's like a deservingness that, you know, jealousy is a good thing sometimes, because why would we be given these emotions if they didn't have a purpose? And your purpose is to acknowledge the things that you, oh, that glare, that's okay. There we go. You know, you're seeing yourself in the mirror and you see that like scepter, that magic wand, and you're allowing both of your sides to grab it. You are always whole. It's not this light, oh, I'm only staying in the light. You know, you also have to go into that darkness, that void, to really understand who you are. And I'm so proud of everyone. I see circle, full circle. This is like a completion that you're doing. You've done a lot of work, a lot of soul searching. You might be really tired. I'm like feeling stretching. Like a lot of you might have been like in this type of a world, just like in anguish, like, oh my God, like what's wrong with me? By the way, these two are in major arcanas. This isn't just like having a, oh, look at him getting in my video. This isn't just like your everyday, like this is life changing events. These are major things that you're doing. So don't take that too lightly. I mean, give yourself some credit. Another major. In this deck, it's these black borders. Like, to me, black is like permanent ink. Like, these are great things. You are gaining so much wisdom. You have been writing your new... Do you, sir? Do you mind? He's the worst. He's the worst. This is Gouda Tease, everybody. He's a little mad because he had to go to the vet. My boy weighs 13 pounds. I was like, is he like overweight? She's like, no, but no more. Anyway, you're becoming loyal with your newfound wisdom. Things that you're learning, you're committing to them. You're staying loyal to, you know what? This is healthier for me. This is what benefits me. I've been listening to teachers and guidance, suppliers. By the way, the people that drive you nuts, the people that I can't wait to get away from them, guess what? They usually are the biggest teachers. When you can put your pride aside and forgive yourself for thinking like that, forgive them for just being themselves. They're doing the best they can. We're all just doing the best we can. Then you can appreciate the wisdom that came from those people. It's bringing a lot of creativity, a lot of confidence. So these people in your life have just really been helping you gain a sense of confidence that you might have felt lacking over this past year. Yep, moving. I see new homes, new foundations. Maybe you're building for yourself. I see maybe you are just reinventing yourself. And I love to believe that every so often we should all like reinvent ourselves. We don't have to stay in the same job. We don't have to stay in the same passion. It's okay to move forward. We can always go back, but you know, sometimes we're like, oh, you know, it would be cool to do this. Well, why not? Go do it. All right. All right, bottom of the deck. So this is the overall energy. Prosperity begins. Yay! Fruits of your labor. This is the seeds that you have been planting. These are the foundations. This is the roots that you have been rooting. These are your own hands pushing that, doing effort, right? I love a picture. It always says, you know, not to knock on religion, but like religion is more like praying is like, oh, please grow. While the spirituality is like you're watering, you're tending, you're like uprooting, you're doing everything you can to make this grow. You're putting in the work, you're putting in real effort. And this tree has not only sprouted, it is full, and you're going to be able to have that fruition. You're going to have like all that success, prosperity, abundance. Remember, prosperity and abundance isn't just money. Of course, we all would like a few extra bucks, but this is an abundance and prosperous in love, in self-worth, in a career you like. This is more time doing the things that you want to do. You're not just a number. And I'm also hearing your own personal legacy. Oh, The Alchemist. I love that book. You need to remember, you are not here on this earth just to fulfill someone else's legacy. Maybe you partaken in it to get where you need, but it's okay to leave if you feel guided to, because now you are focusing on your own personal legend. Such awesome things. And this is going to release a lot of emotional just tightness, this separation from someone else's legacy that you have been maybe living in is going to release, and you're going to be like, oh, light blue, sensitive, communion with yourself, communication. You're like, okay, this is what I want, and I need to express this to people. Obstacles are going to be coming. It might feel like it's a challenge, but remember, that gap is only as big as you make it up here. If you just say, you know what, I'm just going to walk right over that, walk right over it. If you say, oh my God, I'm going to have to go back to school. Oh my God, I'm going to have to come up with all this money for a down payment on something, you know, then it's going to be very grand in a very overwhelming way. So you have the option. Yeah, I'm seeing like a red ring. Remember your roots. So when you're evaluating this jump, this step, remember the foundations that you've just rooted yourself. Stay grounded. Where are you? You are safe. You have support, and it's going to be okay. and you're going to have to do this is going to bring you into more calm state. So this ring of like root chakra of grounding, it's going to help you pull into this state of when it's time to make decisions. You don't have to hit go. You can be like, okay, I have a decision. Let me pause and think about it. And in this calm, you'll be able to make a very simple jump. And you'll be able to release. So you can bring in that prosperity. Gain that wisdom. Love yourself for doing something different. And bringing in that harmony. Isn't that cool? All right. We will do one more, the earth magic. And I think that's it. Oh, God, I'm at 20 minutes. Give me some. Actually saw a fox on the side of the highway. I usually don't see him. I was like, oh, a fluff boy. All right, we'll see what final messages. Oh, wow. They really wanted this message. I'm only going to do these cards. Vulnerability. You're feeling a little vulnerable. You know, you're going to be making some new moves. To me, this is like a brand new field. Maybe you were in this canyon area and now you're moving to a new location. There's new flowers. There's just newness. There's freshness. And maybe you don't even feel like you deserve it. But know that it is safe to travel into this new meadow. And it's okay to stop and smell the roses. You know, that's what I was saying before. I say a lot of things. You have to remember to stop and acknowledge the smallest steps. So you made this ring. You've made the decision to come into this new garden. Just stop, pause, enjoy it. Say, wow, I did this. I made the first step. Maybe it was just acknowledging something that you know deep down inside, and stop and smell those roses. Compassion. You're bringing more of that compassion and you're letting go of I feel like a lot of you, like there's a lot of just anger, just, oh, I'm like this because of my past and I don't want you to become like me. Like, you have a choice. Do you really want to be like that? Like, is that the mindset? You know, you could be proud that you've gained the wisdom and the strength and the courage, but do you really want to ID as that? It's time to let yourself have love. Like, especially my guys, you know, it's okay to let love in. You know, don't have to be like mushy gushy, like the stereotypes that, you know, ladies get, but you deserve as much love as anyone else, and it's okay. Again, like, I know this is more of a green, but I just keep seeing like light blue. It's just sensitive, like, communication that you have been hiding, and it's time to let that out. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to just love life again. Love yourself. That's huge. I know that can be daunting, but it's time for you to love yourself. And when you love yourself 100%, then that's when you can love others effortlessly. Yeah. Awesome. You have a quest and you're nervous. That vulnerability. All right. Can I stop for water? I don't see any trees. This isn't what I thought it's going to be. Again, it takes time. There are trees very far off in the distance. This is also our mind. This is our overthinking. All right, when, you know, I don't see the results right away. I got to pass through this valley. There's a lot of sand and dryness. You know, practical movements can be perceived as kind of dry. Of course, we want like the fun, rewarding, luscious, juicy, like goodness as a reward. And, you know, we do have to make these dry, practical. I can't even like express practical more, like just the nitty gritty things that we have to do, like our responsibilities, especially like bookkeeping, logging things, computer things that, you know, data analysis, like all that gross stuff. Maybe you hire someone to do that, but you are on this quest and you know you have to do these drier things before you can get those, like, they're showing me like a peach. Ew. When you do this dry stuff that needs to be done, like organizing, clearing out your space. You cannot have a fancy new car if your garage is filled with garbage in an old car. You have to get it out. You have to do a tag sale. You have to clean it out. You have to get messy. It's going to take maybe some time. But when you do, a new dawn, new beginning. There's your green. There's your sunlight. This is going to turn into this. This is your reward. This is like so awesome. There's water there and it's just calm. Your emotions are just going to be so in tune with love and respect and integrity. This is amazing. I'm so excited. You deserve this like no tomorrow. I feel like there is a bit of cloudiness up there, but know that that sensitive communication we've been like hammering, it's going to help relieve that. Nurturing, that is the bottom of the deck. That is the overall, this ring, that is the overall message. In order to bring life to this landscape, those flowers, maybe you see some animals, you must breathe fresh air. That is the work that you're doing. You can't just hope that some magical spiritual being is going to do things for you. They'll do things in the background, but it's up to you to physically do the things that you need to do to nurture everything around you. You need to nurture the seeds you plant. You have to nurture your self-care. You have to nurture your relationships. You have to nurture the healthy boundaries you've been putting. You have to do the work. I do see a rainbow. This is like a special gift. This is a like divine gift. And this new place, this new valley that you're going into is just going to be like a dream come true. So amazing. Again, harmony, and you're playing with someone else. I feel like you're going to be able to share this with someone or other people, and you're going to be able to play your song with the company of other people's songs. It's going to be really awesome. All right, I'm going to leave that reading with you guys. I do personal readings, so if this doesn't resonate with you, but maybe like you can think of someone else where this does resonate, but you want a personal reading, I do offer those. You can visit. I have an Instagram. I try to do every single day just a general guidance, like today's guidance. And you can follow me on Silvervine Oracles. If you want a personal reading, please contact me. I have an Etsy shop. So far, I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of icky desert work to do myself of like trying to do a website and all this goodness. But I have a few different options. I can do just a single card, and I'll do my best to get one card and channel as much as I can. I can do just one of these spreads and channel as much as I can, or I have like an ultimate Ultron, like I will do as many spreads, as many decks as I can to get every single answer for you. It's a lot of fun. So if you want that, I can't wait to help you and be of service. And thanks, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week, weekend, night, day, wherever you are. And yeah, so much love and light. Bye, guys.